What's going on, guys? It's Nate with Advanced Lawn and Garden. I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys and show you something. This is a client that I've had for a couple years now, and he has one of the most amazing, lawns that I've ever seen. It's not Bermuda; it's actually St. Augustine, and I don't really like St. Augustine because usually people aren't maintaining it. Even if they have a beautiful, lawn, it usually has some dollar spot or something in it, but this guy does it beautifully. And he's an old timer. He's really old. And I just want to tell you how he got it this way. And it's simple, no chemicals. I'm going to show you it first, and then I'll play the clip. But I just want to thank the few subscribers that I've gotten in the last couple days. It's a few, we're still very, very new, but I just wanted to say thank you. It means a lot. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'm going to come out with a lot more content. I feel like I have a ton of things to say revolving grass, trees, landscaping, small business, entrepreneurship, working a full-time day job, and that whole transition. But I appreciate it, guys. Stay healthy. Stay positive. I'll talk to you guys later. I mean, sometimes when you're getting your yard in shape, sometimes you need some fancy chemicals, but you really don't. It's all about the amount of effort you're willing to put in. Hey guys, just a quick little tip here. This is St. Augustine grass, but if you guys have a lawn company that mows your lawn, if they're able to, have them bag most of the time, because you see what happens here is this grass is having these weak bald spots, not because of this issue I'm going to tell you about, but it's because there's so much shade above it. I'll talk about that more in another video, but what you can do there is you can make lines, for sun to come through. It doesn't have to be just get rid of the whole tree, but maybe remove a palm frond or remove one limb just to get little beams of light that come through. So different parts of the day as the sun comes through, you get sun here for an hour and you get it here for an hour. But anyways, when you get these guys who are mowing the lawns and that's all they do for a living, is their blades get pretty dull and they can't be productive and bag everybody's lawn at the same time. So what you get is lots of thatch and leaves blown into the grass, and it starts to choke it out. You see right here isn't so much thatch, but it's bark from maybe some cheap topsoil. That's usually what's in that topsoil. That's why I always tell people to get garden soil. So it does that. All you gotta do is just remove some of this stuff and put down some organic material, and then just keep it watered and get some more light on it. There's light on it right here because it's late in the day, but that's a little tip, guys. Over and out. Hey guys, so that's a perfect example of somebody who really doesn't know anything about chemicals or the latest fads in lawn care. He's an old guy. He literally has to be in his 80s, mid 80s, but he gets out there on the lawn. He's out there looking at his lawn, even though he's not doing the work. He's out there, and this is North Florida. It's not 98 degrees right now. That's the truth. And I asked him a couple years ago, I said, hey, what do you do to get your lawn this green? And when I talked to him originally, let me tell you, from the jump. The first time I pulled into this neighborhood, it's one of those neighborhoods where every single lawn is beautifully green. Thick, luscious, mostly St. Augustine, a little bit of zoysia. I don't think there's any Bermuda in here, which is typical. And all the lawns are great, and all the lawns meet up against each other. And when you look at his lawn and his neighbors, there is a massive line, right, of where his green is dark and his neighbor's green is pretty nice. And I asked him, I said, how did you get this grass this green? And he said, well, I put down 20 cubic yards of compost and manure every year. That's a lot. And his lawn, it will never be level because it's a mound. You saw it in the video. So he doesn't need that. And I think it's beautiful that way. And he's clearly got a good company mowing his lawn because it's on a hill. And if you had a lot of these companies who are on riders try to ride up that hill, they'd leave ruts. But the compost does a lot for the ground. What it does is it adds bacterial properties, good bacteria, so that the nutrients and everything can grow and feed and die and breed more bacteria and die again and have that microbial activity in the soil. You need that. So if you have sand, and you're dealing with sand, or you just killed a bunch of weeds and you want to grow some grass, the best thing you should do first is put down some real material. Forget the chemicals for a while and just use a bunch of garden potting mix and manure and mushroom compost. I have a couple clients who just throw their food scraps out into their lawn. Might attract some ants, but it works. I've seen it firsthand, guys. But you do that, and what that does is that turns that sand into actual soil. It'll get darker over time. And when you step on his lawn, even in a drought, you can tell it's softer. He has to water less, because of the soil quality he's got. But I just wanted to show you that, guys. Over and out.